What's up, everybody? Welcome to another vlog. Thank you for tuning in. And today I have some breaking information. We are going to discuss how to go carnivore. So hold on to your hats. It's going to be a thrilling description of the diet. Ready? Stop eating everything besides meat. Done. Mic drop. All right, just kidding. There's more to it than that, obviously. Now, humans ancestrally were not strictly carnivorous, although animal foods are the base of the diet, probably well over 90% of a diet, and we found plant food for calories when necessary. Probably learn how to prep those foods over time to make them as least toxic as possible. But we will discuss, and I will show you some essentials for me on the carnivore diet and things I include. With that said, a little status update. So for the past week or so, I've really just kind of let myself go on my diet. So my meals were still, steak, ground beef, pork, chicken when I felt like it, a lot of eggs, 4, 6, 8 a day most days. But then I've been letting myself have dessert lately. I don't know why. I just had this sweet tooth that wouldn't go away. Maybe I wasn't eating enough animal food calories, and that's why I continued to have some cravings. But I've done this before where I've taken a diet break or reverse dieted, kind of just listened to my body. So, I had things like cookies and cake, and we've had a lot of family gatherings lately, so I've been letting myself indulge with the family. Groups of 20, 30 people at a time. So that's been going on. Yesterday was my first day yesterday was actually a zero carb day. Now, as you know, from time to time I do include things like riced cauliflower and dairy for sure to get some calcium intake. Plus, I like dairy. It doesn't really bother me in any way, shape, or form. That's where I'm at. Again, yesterday was a zero carb day, so we're back on track. Today, my youngest daughter and I are going to do some shopping, pick up some food, show you what we're having after we get back from the grocery store. See you in a bit. Hi, me again. Haven't gone to the grocery store yet, but on that subject, I do just want to say that from time to time, if you don't have some dramatic autoimmune condition, gut issues, diabetes, obesity, struggling with metabolic syndrome, things like that, it is okay to be human from time to time. And while there are some people who will go the rest of their lives without having carbohydrates, or especially processed food carbohydrates like cupcakes, cake, cookies, dessert foods like I was having, for the majority of people, the reality is that you are going to have those foods from time to time. And that's okay. It's okay to do that, especially after you've been on a keto carnivore diet for a long period of time. You understand the importance of food, controlling insulin, controlling your carbohydrate periodization, meaning you're not eating carbs too often. You understand what it takes to get back on track. You've already met your goals, things like that. Be human from time to time. Don't let this diet define you. Don't let this way of eating define you. It's okay to be, like everybody else. I don't know where I'm going with that, but all I'm saying is I'm human from time to time. I understand what it takes to get back on track, control the appetite. I know that the hunger is coming from a blood sugar roller coaster that I'm on because of the insulin ups and downs when I'm eating sweets. So again, I know when I'm actually hungry. I know what it takes to fuel my body properly. I know how to get back on track. And, over the next couple days, all this inflammation and water weight will disappear. And I'll be feeling good, feeling like myself again. So with that said, now I will check in with you guys after we get back from the grocery store, show you what we're getting. All right, everybody, back from the grocery store. I'll show you some of the things I got that make my ketogenic carnivore diet easier. So things like we have 48 organic cage-free eggs. No, not pasture-raised eggs. Sam's Club doesn't have them. And you have to make this diet work if it's going to be sustainable for the long term. Work in your budget. So From time to time, yes, I do like Vital Farms pasture-raised eggs, but to get more bang for my buck, organic, cage-free eggs from Sam's Club. Next on the list is 90-10 ground beef. Oh, before I go on, things like eggs, right? Important for B vitamins, healthy amounts of cholesterol, healthy fats, omega-3s, things like glutathione, vitamin A as well. So those are some of the quality nutrients, vitamins you'll find in eggs. So a staple of an animal-based ketogenic carnivore diet, eggs for sure. Red meat, these are already bought separated into burger patties because I'm going to be grilling them tonight. So red meat, ruminant animal products is crucial to your carnivore diet or your animal-based ketogenic diet. Ruminant animals, especially full spectrum of amino acids, B vitamins, creatine, and so on and so forth. There's a lot. Plus, you could get some quality fats. Generally, I have a lot of grass-finished ground beef. Next on the list is chicken breast. They are, yes, fed grains, mostly corn. This happens to be non-GMO corn, so I made sure while I can't get anything that's pasture raised at Sam's Club, at least not yet at my Sam's Club, I did find, you know, the best of the rest, so to speak, and got non-GMO fed chicken breast. So then I have some cauliflower rice. I use cauliflower rice quite often in like my egg drop soup, where I'm using a cup of bone broth, four or five eggs, whatever meat I decide to put in there as well. And if I want a little bit of a texture change, palate change, I stick some riced cauliflower in there. And here, back here, you can see kind of the kids section, some snacks for school. And then some dairy I like to include, again, to get my calcium in. I don't consume it quite often, and just to make it more family-friendly, kid-friendly, organic string cheese seems to be the way to go for me. The kids enjoy it, I enjoy it, we all get to benefit from it. Again, guys, it's important to make this fit your family's lifestyle, fit your budget, make it sustainable. It doesn't always have to be grass-fed, grass-finished. If you go to Sam's Club specifically, they will market the fact that they have grain-fed quality. And it, you know, a lot of people enjoy that taste. I like the taste of both, and I kind of prefer the taste of grass-finished, to be honest. But again, it has to be sustainable. It has to fit the family's lifestyle, and make it something that you can stick to long term. Single ingredient foods is super important, right? Because keto can lead you down a world of, you know, making foods to mimic the junk food you're supposed to be leaving, which I'm not a big believer in. From time to time, I guess it's okay. So I hope that information helps. Again, stick with eggs and ruminant animals, red meat, animal foods as much as possible. Mix in other things that don't mess with your digestion, or if you have any, or don't trigger an immune response, and kind of work from there. Incorporate what works, cut out the things that don't work. With that said, I'm going to get this stuff put away before it gets too warm. Have some lunch. I'll show you what I'm having here. Alright, so what I ended up with was 5 whole eggs and about 8 ounces of ground beef. This is grass-fed, grass-finished, 93.7 ground beef. Couple important things, right? Single ingredient foods, animal products first. It is most important to get a majority of your nutrition from animal food. The average American diet is only around 10 to 12% animal foods. Our protein levels as a country, protein makes up only about 12 to 14% of our calories. And we wonder why we have a problem overeating energy, right? So it's important to get single ingredient foods based on animals. Fill in your diet with things that don't affect you negatively, whether that be vegetables. So I don't know that it will be, but again, if it is and it works, great, incorporate it. focus on protein. It's important to make protein a priority. Prioritize your protein. Fill with fat. So if you don't find yourself satiated in between meals, you know the next meal you should probably have a little bit more fat. Make sure you prioritize protein. It is crucial to satiation signaling, hunger signaling. And again, when protein is a priority, you will not overeat energy, meaning fat or carbs. Either one of those are energy, both are energy. So if you prioritize protein, you keep your energy intake at a minimum, which if you're trying to lose fat, burn weight, or burn fat, lose weight, that will be crucial to your success. Make it affordable so that way it's sustainable. So if you can't get grass-finish everything, don't get grass-finish everything. Get what you can afford, because when the alternative is processed soy, processed soybean oils, soy, grains, slop, kibble food that we're fed, when 90% of our diet is made up by these plant-based mock foods, I wouldn't even call them foods, when that's the alternative to just getting some grain-fed beef or some grain-fed chicken, then get the animal foods and know that that is a better choice if it fits your budget than shopping up and down the aisles and the rows of the grocery store to pick up stuff in packages and boxes. So that's it. Animal foods, the base of your nutrition, most definitely, including eggs and some dairy if you can tolerate it. Prioritize your protein. I guess that's number 2. Prioritize your protein, especially if you're trying to lose weight. Generally, animal food proteins will come with some good healthy fats, and then make it affordable so that way it's sustainable. 3 most important things to start and stick to the keto carnivore diet. And the 4th thing that I find to be extremely important that I'm going to leave you with, and it's probably the most important when starting ketogenic carnivore diet, is go in your pantry and throw out your trigger foods. Really commit yourself to 30 days, make it a habit, get yourself a better understanding of food and how it impacts you before you allow yourself to look at something that triggers you. All the food you should need is not going to be in your pantry. You're going to find it in your freezer, you're going to find it in your refrigerator, things like your animal foods and some non-triggering, non-inflammatory vegetables, and that again will differ person to person. So throw out your trigger foods, your junk food, so you can guarantee yourself success in this way of eating. All right, with that, time to go in, get the girls ready for bed. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you all in the next vlog shortly. Thanks.